So you just bought a new Toyota? Well, the first order of business is congratulations. Welcome to the My Wheels channel. My name is AMD, and I am a Toyota Master Diagnostic Technician. In this video, I'm going to go over some things that you should never do to your brand new Toyota that you just bought. We're going to cover some items that I consistently see people neglect, which you should definitely know about. But before we get started, if you're new to the channel, welcome. Consider subscribing and checking out some of my other videos. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for watching another one of my videos. Without further ado, let's dig into it. Break-in. Brakes. The break-in period. Now most people think that break-in periods are a thing of the past. You know, with modern cars being highly engineered and featuring high tolerances, it might seem like you can just drive the car as if it already has 50,000 or 60,000 miles on it. Folks, that is not the case. Toyota vehicles still have a break-in period, and there are specific things you need to be aware of. Let's start with the first item, the break-in period. Avoid sudden stops or hard braking for up to 200 miles. The reason for this is that you are trying to brake in your brakes, making sure that everything is working correctly. You want to avoid hard braking to preserve the brake pads, rotors, and overall brake life throughout your car's ownership. This advice also applies when you replace brake pads or rotors. It's a good practice to avoid sudden stops even after new brakes are installed, as the warranty on brakes for vibrations or noise is usually not very long. Break-in. Engine. Now let's talk about engine break-in. Some old-school drivers are familiar with this from older cars, and they still follow it. However, let's discuss what's changed with new cars. In modern Toyotas, the break-in period ranges from 500 to 1,000 miles. Some cars might need 500 miles, some 600, and some even 1,000 miles. To make things straightforward, let's set a clear rule. For the first 1,000 miles, avoid hard acceleration, prolonged driving in low gear, especially if you have a manual transmission, and high speeds like 70, 80, or 100 miles per hour. Also, do not drive at high RPMs for extended periods, such as going on a long road trip right after buying the car. This practice helps your engine's piston rings to seat properly and prevents premature wear. It also reduces the risk of metal debris from initial wear, which can cause issues years down the line if not managed properly. If you have a truck, SUV, or a car capable of towing, avoid towing for the first 500 miles. Towing puts extra load on the engine and transmission, which is not ideal during the break-in phase. Break-in. Oil change. Following the break-in, let's discuss oil changes. In older cars, it was common to do an oil change after the first 1,000 miles, but new cars don't necessarily specify this. However, if you plan to keep your car long-term, say, 200,000 to 300,000 miles, consider doing an oil change after the break-in period. It's cheap maintenance that can help remove any small metal shavings from manufacturing or initial wear. Even though Toyota recommends oil changes every 10,000 miles or 1 year, I advise doing it every 5,000 miles or 6 months to avoid potential issues like oil consumption and engine wear. Remember, oil is cheap, but engine repairs are expensive. Oil changes and dealerships. Most Toyotas sold in the US come with complimentary maintenance for the first 2 years. Typically, the first service at 5,000 miles includes a tire rotation and inspection, while the 10,000-mile service includes an oil change. However, problems can arise when the first service is delayed. For instance, if you bring your car in at 7,000 miles instead of 5,000, the next oil change might accidentally be pushed to 12,000 miles instead of 10,000. This mistake can result in excessive wear, as oil at 10,000 miles doesn't look good, even in new cars. Therefore, stick to consistent oil change intervals and avoid stretching the limits. Never overfill your gas tank. Do not overfill your gas tank. Many people, especially those upgrading from older cars with larger tanks, might try to top off the fuel, thinking the smaller capacity means something is wrong. Don't do this. Once the fuel pump clicks off, stop adding gas. Overfilling can cause damage to the evaporative emission system, leading to costly repairs. Tire pressures. Check your tire pressure on your new Toyota. Even though the dealership is supposed to do this, temperature changes and prolonged parking can affect tire pressure. Buy a small tire pressure gauge and keep it in your glove box to periodically check the pressure yourself. This small step can prolong the life of your tires and help maintain vehicle performance. Day of delivery. On the day of delivery, conduct a thorough visual inspection of the car before signing any paperwork. Look for scratches, dings, or any signs of damage. Once you drive off the lot, any issue becomes your responsibility. Also, it's common for new cars to emit a burning smell on the first long drive, which is normal. The odor usually comes from oils or residues burning off parts of the engine or exhaust. Give it a few days to disappear before worrying. Owner's manual. Toyota dealerships often place the owner's manual in the glove box, where it can take up a lot of space. To save room, consider storing the manual in a Ziploc bag by the spare tire. That way, it stays protected and out of your way while still being accessible when needed. Congratulations once again on purchasing your new Toyota. Owning a new car is an exciting experience, and maintaining it properly from the very beginning will ensure it remains reliable and durable for many years to come. By following the advice and guidelines shared in this video, you're setting yourself up for a smooth and worry-free ownership journey. Whether it's carefully managing the break-in period, being mindful of oil change intervals, or simply checking tire pressures regularly, each small step can make a significant difference in the long-term health of your vehicle. Remember, taking care of your car from day one not only preserves its performance and longevity but also enhances your overall driving experience. Whenever you're unsure about maintenance or upkeep, refer back to this video or consult your owner's manual for guidance. As we discussed, keeping the manual stored safely in the trunk ensures you always have it on hand when needed, without cluttering your glove box. Additionally, I highly encourage you to stay proactive about regular maintenance and stay mindful of the minor yet important details we discussed. From maintaining your engine's health to preserving the quality of your tires, a little attention goes a long way. I truly hope this video has been informative and has given you the knowledge to take the best care of your new Toyota. At the Carella channel, we are dedicated to helping you get the most out of your vehicle. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel for more expert advice on Toyota maintenance and car care tips. Feel free to check out some of my other videos on maintaining and enjoying your Toyota to the fullest. If you have any questions or want to share your experiences, leave a comment below. I love hearing from you, and your feedback always helps me create more helpful content. Thank you for watching. Take care, drive safe, and enjoy every mile with your new Toyota. Until next time, may the road ahead be smooth and filled with good memories.